Hmm. Good morning, class. Let us start at 10:05. No? Wait natin yung iba. Please prepare your exercise number 3A. Meron tayong naiwan the last time, and also exercise number 5. We'll start with exercise number 3A. Yung extension ng ating probability distribution for discrete random variable. Alright? About the hypergeometric distribution. Paki-ready lang. Paki-ready lang. Wait for the others. Gerald, paki-mute yung microphone. Okay, no problem. Wait lang natin yung iba, no? So already 10:02, wala na ba ibang papasok? 8 students lang tayo. 11A.
Sir, tulog pa po yung iba.
Paki-message yung mga kakilala ninyo. For binomial distribution, only 6 students have submitted their exercises on Google Classroom for section A. How about for exercise number 3A? Exercise number 3A, only 9 students. Ganito lang ba kakonti ang 11A? So, habol-habol ng kaunti sa paggawa ng exercises. I'm already checking them. And it will affect your grade a great deal kapag laging kulang yung exercises. Okay? Alright, it's 10:04. Are you ready with your exercise number 3A, everyone? Ready na ba? Hello. May kausap ba ako? Kita ba yung presentation natin, yung Word document? And malinaw ba yung audio, everyone?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, let us check. Let us check. Be ready with your exercise number 3A. And also before that pala, I would like to remind everyone about the performance task. I discussed the performance task with 11D, and you can find it in the last online class discussion, dun sa ating discussion with exercise number 4, dun sa mean, variance, and standard deviation of random variable with discrete probability distribution. Okay? To know the details, please watch the recorded online class last week with 11D. Okay? So let us answer this one. It's already 11:05. This is a continuation. I was not able to discuss this with 11D last time. But still, you have to check your exercises here. Probability distribution of discrete random variable. This time, this is making use of the hypergeometric distribution. In grade 10, you learned about simple probabilities and other methods of solving probabilities. Okay? So let us begin. Problem number 1. Pampagising nga muna tayo. Pakibasa muna yung problem. San Diego, will you please read the problem? Basa lang.
Missing pages from books. A bookstore owner examines 5 books from a lot of 25 books where 3 books have missing pages. Let X be the random variable for the number of books with missing pages. Construct the probability distribution for the data.
Thank you. Okay. So just like in the discussion on the video lesson on this, we have 2 types of objects here. What are the 2 types of objects? Books with missing pages, and of course, books without missing pages. Okay? So in here, um, n is equal to 25. We have a sample of, uh, we have a lot of 25 books. No? And then from the 25 books, um, 5 will be examined. Okay, so we have um, x is equal to 5. No? All right. And then we have two types of objects here, as I said, one with missing pages and the other without missing pages. So let A be the number of books with missing pages. Check your representation in your exercises. B be the number of books without missing pages. Okay? So this time, we're looking for the discrete, or we are going to construct the probability distribution for the random variable. No? We For the random variable for the number of books with missing pages. So the possible values of the random variable. So let me correct it here. Okay, check natin, no? I-correct lang natin yung ating x. Let x be the random variable for the number of books with missing pages. Then x will be the possible values of the random variable will be 0, 1, 2, and 3. When 5 books are examined, no? When 5 books are examined, then it could be that none of these have missing pages, or one has missing pages, two have missing pages, and three uh, have missing pages. Now, from the video lesson, we learned that the probability for x will be um, ano yung probability natin? Will be um, so if we have 3 books with missing pages, then the number of books with missing pages will be 3. No? And then if there is a total of 25 books, then we have 22 books without uh, missing pages. Okay? So the probability of x will be um, wait lang, class. Uh, let us recall the formula, no? I forgot about it a little. Balikan lang natin yung ating PowerPoint presentation on that. Saglit lang, ha? Okay. So the formula is given by A combination X, no? A combination X times B combination N minus X, okay, all over, wait lang, that's A plus B combination, that's A plus B combination N. A plus B combination N. Okay, so that means N is 5. Let us have a correction here because we are looking for, or we are examining 5 books from the lot of 25 books. Okay, so let me be corrected on that. N is equal to 5. Okay, so let us draw the discrete probability distribution for this data. Now, since the possible values of x are 0, 1, 2, and 3, let us draw the probability distribution table. Okay. So we have x and then p of x. We said that the possible values for x are 0, 1, 2, and 3. Right? Now, let us compute for each of the probabilities using the formula. No? If x is equal to 0, then we have probability of x equals 0 is equal to A is split natin yung yung ating screen so that kita natin yan. Wait lang. Let me fix my screen. Yan. Okay. So the probability will be, since A is equal to the number of books with missing pages, then that will be 3 combination 0. Substitute natin, no? 3 combination 0 because A is 3 and we're using x equals 0 times B is 22. Then that means we have uh, 22 combination n minus x and n is equal to 5. That will be 5 minus 0, right? And the total number of books, a lot that we have a lot of 25 books, uh, rather. So we have 25 combination 5. Okay? So do you have your calculator? You know now how to use the combination. Wait lang class ha. Mapakuha nga yung calculator kay Denzel. Nasira nga pala. Yung calcu. Wait lang class ha. I'm getting my calculator. Is there anyone, by the way, is there anyone while I'm getting my calculator? Do you have an answer here already? Anyone? Meron ba? Or you have your calculator? Will you please try to compute ahead of me? Yes, Mingito, you have an answer here?
57 over 100.
57 over, come again, 57. Mingito, I wasn't able to hear. 57 over
115 po.
57 over 150. Alright. Wait lang ha. I will compute. So that will be 3 combination 0. Combination is pressing shift and then yung division key makikita ninyo dun sa ibabaw nun is NCR, no? So yun ang gagamitin ninyo ha. Please use your scientific calculator. I will check. 22 combination 5 and then in the denominator that's 25 combination 5. Okay, so this is correct. No? Very good, Mindito. That's 57 over 115. Wait down. Let's write it right. Let's write it here. So if x equals 0, we have 57 over 115. Okay, so tuloy-tuloy na tayo. If x is equal to 1, then the probability of x equals 1 will be 3 combination 1 times 22 combination 5 minus 1, that will be 4. So makikita ninyo yung pattern. No? Then in the denominator is still we have 25 combination 5. Please, calculator ko muna siya, no? Saglit lang. So we have 3 combination 1, okay? And then 22 combination 4 over 25 combination 5. Do you have an answer? Anyone? Meron ba may sagot? Hello. Yes, Mingito. What is your answer here? Mingito?
19 po.
19 over
19 over 46 po.
46. So the same is the
46.
answer. That is 19 over 46. Okay. Next, let us have 2. If x is equal to 2, so pareho lang, na? If x equals 2, then the probability will be 3 combination 2 times 22. Combination 5 minus 2, then that will be 3. Still we have 25 combination 5 in the denominator. Okay, so we have 22 combination 3. Sa una, 3 combination 2. Okay. So in here, my answer is 2 over 23. Do we have the same? Si Mingito, may sagot. Do we have the same? 2 over 23?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Let's see. If x is equal to 3 for the last probability, then we have 3 combination 3 times 22 combination 2, that's 5 minus 3, no? Over 25 combination 5. So what is the answer here? Wait lang. Pakita ko lang nasa Yes? Mingita, what is your answer here?
1 over 230 po.
1 over 230. Let's see. 1 over 230. Okay, so the same. It's 1 over 230. Okay, for the purpose of verifying, the sum of all the probabilities must be equal to 1. Let me just check now, because we have different denominators. So it's not easily seen whether the sum is equal to 1. Let us add 57 over 115. I'm trying to add on my calculator. Please do so with yours. And the other is 2 over 23. The last one, 1 over 230. 1 over 2. Okay. You will find out if you use your scientific calculator that when you add all these probabilities, the answer is equal to 1. And as a requirement, we know that the sum of the probabilities must be equal to 1. Alright? Do you have any question for number 1 of exercise 3A, guys? May tanong ba? Hello? May kausap pa ba ako?
None po.
None. Okay. So let us please correct your or check your answers. No? These are our representations, the discrete probability distribution. Please check your work. Let us proceed right away to number 2 so that we can proceed to exercise number 5. Okay. May I ask someone again to read? Yes. Pizon, do you have a question? Or Wendy, may tanong ka? Hello?
Napindot po, sir.
Napindot. Total bukas na yung mic mo. Basahin mo na yung number 2. Problem number 2.
In a shipment of 24 electric typewriters, 4 were found to have defects. If 8 electric typewriters are examined, construct the probability distribution for the number of typewriters with defects.
Okay, thank you. So let us have the representations. Uh, we already have the formula on the screen on the upper portion. So in contrast to what we have started earlier, n must be the number of samples for each examination. N is equal to 8. All right. And then let x be the random variable for the number of typewriters with defects. And we know that out of 24, we have 4 typewriters to have defects. So the possible values of the random variable would be 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Right? And then let A be the number of typewriters. Let A be the number of typewriters with defects. And that will be 4. No? And B be the number of typewriters, of course, without defects. And since we have a shipment of 24 typewriters, electric typewriters, then this is 20. Okay, so let us uh, draw the probability distribution table, the possible values for x and their corresponding probabilities. That will be x and then p of x, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then one by one, let us solve for the probabilities using this formula for hypergeometric distribution. Again, why are we using this formula? Because we have in this problem, we have 2 types of objects. These are electric typewriters with defects and electric typewriters without defects. And for every examination, we will be choosing 8. Okay, so let's start. Dito naman natin ilagay yung ating probability distribution table. Yan. Okay. Now, let us start with x is equal to 0. So p of x is equal to 0 will be 4 times 4 combination 0, 20. Tama ba tayo? 20 ba yung B? Yeah, 20 because there is a total of 24 electric typewriters in the shipment. So 20, since we are examining 8 at a time, so we have 4 combination 0, 20 combination 8. Alright? In the denominator, we have 24, the total number of electric typewriters in the shipment, combination 8, the number of electric typewriters in the examination. Okay? So, let us compute. Tignan natin. 4 combination 0 times, use your scientific calculator. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to show my scientific calculator on screen. So we have 20 combination 8 in the denominator. It's 24 combination 8. Okay? And do you have an answer here? Anyone? Meron ba may sagot? Yes, Shanli, what is your answer?
130 over 759 po.
Okay. The same with mine. So this is correct. 130 over 759. Okay. Next, if x is equal to 1, so p of x equals 1 will be 4 combination 1 20 combination. This will be 7 this time. So I hope you are seeing the pattern already. No? The bigger value in the denominator, n in the denominator, if this is n combination r, n is the sum of numbers to the left of the combination symbol. No? 4 plus 20 is 24. And on the right hand side of the combination symbol, 1 plus 7, that is 8. 0 plus 8. So to check whether it's correct, no? Ganun din yan. Okay? And how did we get 7? That is 8 minus 1. N minus x. Okay? So let me first change the data on my calculator. This is 4 combination 1 times 20 combination 7 in the denominator. 24 combination 8. Okay, so here I have 320 over 759. How about you? Do you have the same? 320 over 759?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes po.
Next, if x is equal to 3, no, equal to 2. So you know now how the numbers changes in the formula, no? So this will be 4 combination 2, 20 combination 6, 24 combination 8. Okay, let me change the data on my calculator. Wait lang. So this will be 6, the other one, that will be 4 combination 2. So this time it's 80 over 253. 80 over 253. If you wrote the probabilities with the same denominators, you can do that. No? This is just the same as 240 over 759. Pareho lang naman yan. And that will be considered correct. If x is equal to 3, p of x equals 3 would be 4 combination 3, 20 combination 5, 24 combination 8 in the denominator. So let's see what is the answer. Anyone? Do you have an answer here? If x equals 3? Yes. Who's that? Mingito? What is your answer?
64 over 759 po.
64 over 759. Okay? If x is equal to 4, what would be our formula or what would be our equation? P of x equals 4 would be 4 combination 4, 20 combination 4, 24 combination 8 in the denominator. Your answer, please? Yes or Wendy? What is your answer?
6 over 759 po.
6 over 759. Okay, for the purpose of checking again, let me add on my calculator the probabilities. 130 over 759 plus, wait lang, uh, plus 320 over 759 plus 80 over 253 plus 64 over 759 plus 6 over 759. Okay? Wait lang, class, ha? 64, 130, 320, 240, 64. It's not equal to 1. Okay? Let us verify. Tignan nga natin yung x equals 3. Hindi ko kasi siya kinumpute kanina. Tignan natin. 4 combination 3 times 20 combination 5 24 combination. Wait lang, mali ako. Ulit. Oh, tama naman to. 64 over 759. How about the other one? Wait lang. 24 combination. Combination. This one. Uh, 64 over 759. This one, 4 combination 4 times 20 combination 4 over 24 combination 8. In my calculator, it's only 5 over 759. Tama ba? Isa pa, just to make sure, no? Just to make sure. Okay. So, in the last part, it's only 5, no? Over 759. Okay? Check your work, everyone. This should only be uh, 5 over 759. Ay, panabura yung isa. Yan. Okay? Everyone, check your work. For exercise number 3A, here are our answers. No? Tanggalin natin yung split para mas malaki. So for number 1, here's our probability distribution table. And then for number 2, representation, probability distribution table, and the solution. Check your work. Do you have any question about exercise number 3A, 11A? Everyone? Okay, so I suppose then let us proceed to exercise number 5. Medyo limited na yung ating time, but then again, let us finish exercise number 5. Ready with your exercise number 5, please, everyone? So this time we have the binomial experiment. Na? So please be ready. Nawala sa align yung aking computer. Wait lang. Alright, will you please read problem number 1? Tawag tayo. Hindi pa pwede magbasa. Jeren, please read problem number 1, please. Jeren, read problem number 1. Hello, Jeren? Dikinig mo ba ako? Read problem
Number 1. According to a study during the second quarter of 2018, 19.7% among adult Filipinos are jobless. 15 adult Filipinos are selected at random. What is the probability that exactly 6 of them are jobless?
Okay. For binomial, Jeren, you may now mute your microphone. And for the binomial distribution, we have formula P of x equal to ano yung ating formula for binomial experiment or binomial distribution. We have P of x is equal to n combination x, n combination x times what do we have? P raised to x times q raised to n minus x. Okay? So in this formula, n is the number of samples or sample. X is the number of successes. P is the probability of x, and Q is the probability of P is the probability of success, and Q is the probability of failure. Okay? So ito yung ating susunod na formula, na. So for problem number 1, we're looking for the probability that exactly 6 Filipinos are jobless. So let us have the representation here. Ano yung ating P? Let P be the... Basa na ba yung laki ng font, everyone? Hello. Nababasa nyo ba yung ganito kalaking font?
Yes po.
Medyo lakihan natin. So let P be the probability that the adult Filipino is jobless. Okay? And in the problem, we have 19.7%. Let us change that into decimal. That will be 0.197. Okay? And then next, if 3 is the probability of success, then what will be the probability of failure? Napalaki yung aking pag-tab dito. Kaya, nakalayo. And then, what will be the value for Q, or what is Q? Q will be the probability that the adult Filipino, yung kabaliktaran naman, no? That the adult Filipino is not jobless. And this will be given by 100% minus 19.7%. So that will be 1 minus 0.0197. Okay. 0.197, I mean. And this will be 1 minus 0.197, use your calculator, that will be 0.13. Or the probability that the adult Filipino is not jobless is 81.3%. No? So natin nakuha yan. In the formula kasi, Q is equal to 1 minus P. No? You learned that from the video lesson. Another, N is equal to 10. We're looking for, or we are randomly selecting 10 adult Filipinos. And then next, X is equal to 6. We're looking for the probability that exactly 6 of them are jobless. Okay. Is there any question with the representation or the getting of the given information from the problem? May tanong ba, class? Tama ba gawa ninyo? Okay, so let's substitute the values to the formula. No? The probability now that x is equal to 6 will be given by n combination x, so that is 10 combination 6, times p, that is 0.197, raised to x, that is 6, right? Times 0.813, 10 minus 6, and that will be 4. Okay? Use a calculator. What is the value now for P of x equals 6? One, meron bang may sagot? Hello, will you please use your calculator? Then combination C. 0.197 times 13 4. So that will be 5.36 times 10 raised to negative 3. If this is the case, you can get up to a non-zero value. No? So that will be um, 0. To the negative. So magiging 5 yan. Ano? Pwede hanggang 5.36. So that will be 5.4. Yan. Pwede na yan. So two non-zero values. Pwede. Do you have any question, class? Substitution of the uh, values to the formula. Nasundan ba? Any question? Hello?
Sir,
Question?
paano po naging,
Paano po?
paano po naging 0.0054?
In your did you try to solve this using your calculator, Darren?
Eh, di ba po, paano po yung dapat gawin?
Na-input niyo ba to sa calculator? Ito? Were you able to put this in your calculator?
Subukan ko po.
Subukan mo. Calculator yan. And for most calculator, what would appear is this one. Ang lalabas doon sa calculator, 5.36264 blah blah. Marami pa yan eh. Kung depende sa digit ng calculator nyo. Times 10 raised to negative 3. Or yung iba naman, na calculator, lalabas ganito. 5.36264 pa yung kasunod yan. Tapos E. No, ganyan, negative 3. Will you please try to use your calculator? Tignan ninyo to. Tama ba? Ganito yung lumabas? Hello? The others? Nasundan? Yaren, nag-calculator ka? Ganito, di ba?
Apo, sir.
Okay. So that means, yung exponent na negative, move mo yung, actually, if your answer is like this one, I will accept already. Kaya lang, since kinukuha natin yung exact value, that negative means you have to move the decimal point 3 places to the left. We do that from between 5 and 3. Move tayo ng tatlo. 1, 2, mapupunta dito sa decimal point. That is why, nandito yung decimal point. No? Nandito ang 0. 0.005. You have any question? Hello. May tanong ba? Nasundan ba? Naintindihan?
Yes po.
May kausap pa ba ako? The others? Sige. Tignan pa natin yung next problem. A pair die is rolled 250 times. Find the mean, variance, and standard deviation. So this time it's already asking for the mean, variance, and standard deviation of the data, no? In addition to our formula, this formula is only for the probability of the random variable binomial distribution. Now, for the mean, variance, and standard deviation of the random variable of the binomial distribution, binomial means there are only two results. Either jobless or not jobless. Dalawa lang, kaya binomial. This time naman, the two results will just be 3 or not 3. Ganun naman, ha? Now, for the mean variance and standard deviation, the formula is n times sample size, number of sample, the probability of a success. The variance, the variance is n times p times q. Alright? N times p times q. Again, p is the probability of a success, and q is the probability of failure. The standard deviation, of course, is the square root of the variance. Okay? So in this problem, the die will be rolled 250 times, then n is equal to 250. Now, what is the value for p? What is the probability of getting 3? Time and again, we are discussing the sample space in rolling a die. No? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Anim lang naman yung pwedeng mag-appear doon. Yung mga number of spots that would turn up. Right? So what is the probability of getting 3? 3 is only 1 out of 6. That is 1 over 6. Okay? And then Q is 1 minus P. Huh? Q is 1 minus P. Sinulat na natin yan sa taas. But actually, it's not 3. Q is not 3 because ilan ba dyan ang hindi 3? 5. Yung 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So Q is 5 over 6. Huh? Actually, mas madali pa nga yung pag-solve ng mean variance and standard deviation of a binomial distribution. So let's start solving for the mean. The mean will be n times p, that is 250 times 1 over 6. Okay, so this is 125 over 3. In decimal equivalent, this will be accepted already as an answer, no? 125 over 3. In decimal representation, 125 over 3 is 41.67. 41.67. Next, the variance is 250 times p times q times 1 over 6 times 5 over 6. So that will be times 5 over 6. Ano na yan? Yung 41.67, yun na yung n times p. So to do it that by 5 over 6. The answer will be 34.72. Huh? In fraction, that will be 125 times 5. 125 375 over 80. No. Over 80. And then, for the standard deviation, you just get the square root of the answer. The square root of the answer. Wala sa aking calculator. So that will be 250. Ulit naman ako. 1 over 6 times 5 over 6. And yung ating variance. And then, root niyan, that will be 5.9. Good work, everyone. That's problem number 2. Okay. Next, problem number 3. Medyo marami to. Problem number 3, we have consider a binomial experiment. Dito given na yung n equals 15, p is equal to 0.7, and x is the number of successes. Okay, so for letter A, that means x is equal to 6. Letter A, x is equal to 6. And since we're only given the value for p, q will be 1 minus 0.7. Q will be 1 minus 0.7, and that will be equal to 3. So what is the probability that x is equal to 3? Again, let us use the formula. P of x equals 6 will be equal to 15 combination times p, that is 0.7, raised to 6, times q, that is 0.3, 0.3 raised to 15 minus 6, that is equal to 9. Okay? So what is the probability here? Will you try? Using your calculator, practice using your calculator para kapag tayo nag-exam na, mabilis lang kayo mag-solve na. Combination 6 times 0.7 raised to 6 times 0.3 raised to 9, the answer is 0.01. Actually, it's 0.011, 590000476. Two decimal places, 0.01. Hanggang dyan na lang tayo. Accepted. Now, B is less than or equal to 6. This one is a little complicated, no? X is less than or equal to 3. So that means we're going to get probability ganyan, diba? Hanggang n is equal to 15, no? N is equal to 15. So that means kukunin natin lahat ng probability than or equal to 3. Kukunin natin lahat ng probability. Sorry. Ang basa ko. Less than or equal to 3. That means we're going to get the probability. Ano ba yung mga less than 3? 0, 1, at saka or equal ba? Yeah, or equal. So kasama yung 3. P of x equal to 3. I-add natin lahat ito. Okay? And what will be our equation? Kapag 0, then we have 50 combination 0. What is P? P is 0.7 times 0.7 raised to 0 times 0.3 raised to 15. Ito pa lang yung para kay x equals 0. Pag x equals 1 naman, 15 combination 1 times 0.7 raised to 1 times 0.3 raised to 15 minus 1. And then, para naman kay 2, 15 combination 2, 0.7 raised to 2, 0.3 raised to 13. Plus, para naman kay 3, 15 combination 0.7 raised to 3 times 0.3 raised to 15 minus 3, 12. Naintindihan ba yung pagkuha, class, ng less than or equal to 3? Magsimula ka dun sa mababa sa 3. Posibleng 0, posibleng 1, 2, or 3. Okay? So, the answer will be, use your calculator. In this case, you get up to the non-zero. Puro zero nangyayari eh. So, you get up to the non-zero digit. We have 0.00009. It's a matter of using your calculator. Okay? Next, letter C. X is at least 14. Okay. Letter C, X is at least 14. So this will be P of X greater than or equal to 14. So just the same, in letter B, we're going to add all the probabilities. X is equal to 15 because 15 is the highest number plus P of X is equal to 14. I-add natin yung dalawang yan. So for 15, we have 15 combination 15 times 0.7 raised to 15 times 0.3 raised to 0. Okay? Plus yung 14, 15 combination 14 times 0.7 raised to 14 times 0.3 raised to 1. Okay? So use the calculator. Answer here should be 0.035. 0.035. Question so far? Everyone? Hello. Nasusundan pa ba?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay, next tayo, number 4. Medyo extend tayo ng oras na. Ilan pa ba to? 4, 5, 6, and 7. Extend tayo konti ng oras, ha? Number 4. April 2018 labor force survey showed that out of 2.36 million unemployed Filipinos, 1.1 million of them were aged 15 to 24. A sample of 50 unemployed Filipinos are selected at random. Let X be the number of those who are aged 15 to 24. Assume a binomial experiment. Huh? Unemployed and employed. Find A, the mean, variance, and C, standard deviation for X. So let us have the representation here. So let us have P, the probability that the Filipino, of course, aged 15 to 24 is unemployed. And that will be uh, equal to 1.1 million over ilan sila? 2.36 million. 1.1 million over 2.36 million, and that will be 55 over 180. Okay? Next, let Q be the probability that the Filipino aged 15 to 24 is not unemployed. Yan yung binomial outcome natin eh. Employed and not unemployed. Okay? So this time, 55 over 180 yung isa, then the other one will be 1 minus 55 over 180. So this will be 63 over 180. Right? And then n is equal to how many will be sampled? 50. Na? N is equal to 50. Small letter n lang gamit natin. Small letter n lang. Let us solve for the mean. Mean is equal to 50 times 55 over 180. That is n times 50. Okay? So please use the calculator. 5 times, yeah, 50 times 55. What? You have an answer? Times 55 over 180. Ah. Second one. The answer should be rounded off to the two decimal places, 23.5. Next, variance. That will be times 55 over 180 times Q over 180. So the result from the previous, just multiply it by 60 over 180. The result will be 12.44. And then of course, standard deviation will be the square root of this variance. That is square root ng 12.44. Try to use your calculator. That will be 53. Check your work number 4. Let's proceed to number 5. Tatlo na lang. Tatlo na lang, ha? Engineer 1 or Donnie Jr., chief of the practical testing department of the non-LTO, stated that the passing rate of the actual driving exam is 70 over 100 or simply 0.7, while the practical examiners said that they conduct an average of 300 practical exams per day. Find the mean, variance, and standard deviation. Representation tayo, no? Pagka natin ng P. Let P be the probability that the uh, that an examinee pass the actual driving exam. That is equal to 7 over 10 or 0.7, 70 over 100. Next, Q be the probability. Dapat small q lang, ha. Nag-auto-correct. Q be the probability that an examinee does not pass the actual driving exam. So that means this is equal to 0.3, 1 minus 0.7 or 1 minus 7 over 10. And n is equal to 300 since they have an average of 300 practical exams. Na? So solve tayo. For the mean, that is equal to 300 times 0.7. Ayan, 300 times 7 uh, 2,100. Pero we have one decimal point, so 210. Variance, again, the result for 300 times 0.7, just multiply it by 0.3. That will be 210 times 0.3. Standard deviation, square root of 60. You can round it off to 7. Two decimal places, 7.94. Bumilis tayo dito sa number 5. Okay, number 6. Number 6 tayo. 68.3% of the Filipino households are not meeting their caloric requirements according to the Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition 2017 to 2022. If 10 Filipino households are selected at random, find the probability that at least 4 of them are not meeting their caloric requirements. First, let us have the representation for the problem. Ano yung P? P is the probability. The probability that the Filipino household is not meeting the caloric requirements, that is 68.3%, so 0.683. And then Q be the probability. The value is 1 minus 0.68. Probability that the Filipino household is meeting. Ito naman yung ano natin dito, yung Q. That will be 0.317, 1 minus 0.683. Okay? Now, that at least 4 of them are not meeting. So, ibig sabihin, probability of x is greater than or equal to 4. Now, kukunin natin yung ibig sabihin, at least 4. 10 yung ating ano, tama ba ako? Ano yung ating 10? 10 yung ating selection or 10 are selected at random. So kukunin natin from 10 down to 4. From 10 down to 4. Then, pwede na lang natin kunin yung 1 minus from 0 to 3. 1 minus p of x equals 0 plus p of x equals 1, p of x equals 2, hanggang p of x equals 3. Madami pa rin, pero at least it is smaller or mas maliit kung kukunin natin from 10 down to 4. Ang dami na. Gawin natin. 1 minus, for x equals 0, we have 10 combination 0 times 0.6 0, 0.317 raised to 10. Okay, para kay 0 pa lang yan. 10 combination 1, 0.683 raised to 1 times 0.317 raised to 9. Para kay 1. 10 combination 2 times 0.683 raised to 2, 0.317 raised to 8 para kay 2, and then 10 combination 3, 0.683 raised to 3, 0.317 raised to 7. Mas konti naman kung kukunin pa natin from 10 down to 4. Okay? Now, use the calculator. The answer here is rounded off to 2 decimal places. That will be points lang. Next, find the mean, variance, and standard deviation of the number of those who are not meeting the caloric requirements when 125 Filipino households are chosen at random. So this time, n is 125. So for the mean, 125 times 0.633, that will be 85.30. Calculator to verify. Variance, the result, just multiply it by 2, that is 0.17. Calculator, it is 27 point. Of course, the standard deviation is square root of 27.06, 5.1. Okay, last number. Pahinga muna ako sandali ng pagsasalita. Will you please read? Nandiyan pa ba kayo? Patricia? Sige nga. Wendy, ikaw nga. Piso, pakibasa muna.
Of the 28,301 Filipino migrants in the state of Israel, 77% are caregivers. If 20 Filipino migrants in the state of Israel are selected at random, what is the probability that at most 3 of them are caregivers?
Okay. So, this is the reason why, one of the reasons why the Israelis are appreciative of us Filipinos. No? Aside from giving them refuge during the Holocaust under President Manuel L. Quezon, at present there are a lot of Filipinos serving Israel as caregivers. So, the Prime Minister nila is very appreciative of the Filipinos. Okay, let's solve the problem. So let P be the probability that the Filipino migrant in Israel is 0.7 from 77. And Q, pabaliktaran naman yan, it's not a caregiver because not all Filipino migrants probability is 1 minus 0.77, so 0.23. N is equal to 20. We're looking for at most 3 of them are caregivers. So X must be less than or equal to 3, at most 3. So katulad kanina, no? probability natin will be P of x is equal to the sum of equivalent. P of x equals 0, huh? Plus P of x equals 1, x equals 2, plus P of x equals 3. Let us substitute the values, so that will be 20 combination times 0.77, 0, 27, 0.77 times 0.23 plus, for x equals 1, 20 combination 1 times 0.77 raised to 1, 0.23 raised to 1. For x equals 2, 20 combination 2, 0.77 raised to 2. I hope you are able to see the pattern in writing the formula, no? Where the values are substituted, of course. And then the last, for x equals 3, 20 combination 3 times 77 raised to 3 times 0.23 raised to 70. So katulad doon sa una, there will be a lot of zeros here. X is less than or equal to 3. Get the value up to the non-zero. Ilang zero yung makukuha nyo dyan? Wait lang, I will count. Use your calculator. 8 zeros before you get 772, no? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 772, so 2 decimal pala. 2 non-zero pala yung kukunin natin. 0.77. 0.0000000077. So there is a very small probability that a migrant Filipino in Israel is not a caregiver. No? Ito nga, at most 3 of them are caregivers. So, ibig sabihin, dun sa 20, marami talaga sa kanila yun. Alright. That will be for exercise number 5. Nag-extend na rin lang tayo ng time. Ituloy na natin. Wait lang class ha. Baguhin ko yung aking presentation. Ilan ba tayo natira dito? 8. Wag saglit lang. Baguhin ko yung ating presentation. 3 lang yung kukunin natin ha. 3 lang. 3 lang. Ngayon, will decide. Kunin natin yung will decide. Kukunin ko lang yung mga yung mga surname. Saglit lang. Sino ba yung mga nandito? Surname lang kukunin ko. Adriano. Next. Adriano. Yanway de la Cruz. Yanway de la Cruz. Next. Gabriel Mingito. Gabriel Mingito. Next. Patrimonio Pizon San Diego. Patrimonio Pizon San Diego. Yan. Okay. Ready na ba kayo? Ba't ganun? Apply. Yun. Hindi ko pa pala ina-apply. Yun. Meron ba akong hindi nakuha? Kompleto ba yan? Adriano, Yanway de la Cruz, Gabriel, Indito, Patrimonio, Pizon, San Diego. Okay. Ready na. Tatlo lang. The first one. Patrimonio. Patrimonio. Ulat ko lang baka makalimutan ko eh. Ano ba yung susulat dito sa exercise number 5? Pag nakuha na, hindi na pwedeng maulit ha. Hindi ko alam paano burahin eh. Patrimonio. Next one. Next one. Paano ba burahin? Huwag na natin burahin. Next one. P-zone. Alright. P-zone. Last one. Oh, last one. San Diego. Uy, si San Diego yung unang-unang pumasok sa sa online class. Okay? That will be all. May tanong ba kayo, class, about our answering of exercise 3A and 5? May tanong? Hello? May kausap pa ba ako?
None po.
Okay, since wala na tayong clarification or any question, thank you for attending the online class. God bless all of you. Goodbye.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir. Thank you po, sir.